Hi, so what we're going to do now is the different regions of the foot and the different reflexology points, and also the different techniques you can use for the particular regions. First of all, we're going to do the toe regions, and we'll talk about the different parts or the different reflexology points that are in the toes.
The brain, sinus and teeth, pituitary gland, hypothalamus, mastoid, eyes, chronic eyes, ears, chronic ears, the lymph, the eustachian tube, the neck, thyroid helper, the temples.
The different techniques for doing the toes. First of all, we're going to do milking the toes. Remember to support the foot and use your fingers, 2 fingers and your thumb to do the big toe, and you're pulling up the big toe and it's running the fingers along the toe. And for the smaller toes, you use your finger and your thumb. So you're pulling it right along the metatarsal itself. So you go right down and pull it up right to the end of the toe. You go right down to the end of the toes and do the whole line. And then down to the other one again. And then you can do the same method, and you do it in the web between the toes. So you do it in between the metatarsals, then you do it in between and pull it up, your thumb on one side, your finger on the other, right into the web of the foot, web of the toes, go right into the web of the toe. Good. Then we can do the rotate, turn and stretch. Remember to support the foot again, holding the toe. So what you do is you turn the toe and then you pull it up. Then you let it go and then you turn it the other way, right around the other way, and then you pull it up. So you're doing a full stretch one way and full the other, but at the ends you pull the toe up. Yeah, so we pull the toe, stretch it round, turn it, rotate and then stretch. And then relax. Then turn it the other way, turn it right round and then pull it up. So you take it as far as you can go. Then the next toe, turn it and stretch. Good. Then let it relax, turn it and stretch. Good. Next one. Turn and stretch. Turn and stretch. The other method, of course, is with the lifting method, is just to pull it straight out, this time without the rotation. And so you grab hold of the toe, grab it to the base of the toe, and you pull it out, and then relax. Make sure when you let it relax, just don't let it go, just let it go, relax it. Let it relax slowly. Pull it up, and then relax slowly. The idea is not necessarily wanting the toe to pop. Sometimes you hear the toe popping. That's not your goal, is to do that. You're just pulling it up and stretching, so you're stretching the joints and the phalanges. So the joint, all you're doing is stretching it open slightly to take the pressure off the joint, also to stretch the ligaments and tendons around it. And relax. And all the tissues, so you stretch all the tissues around it and then relax. Good. One of the most popular for doing the actual reflex points itself is doing the thumb walking. So we remember the thumb goes there and we move it, so it allows you to go right deep into the actual reflex point itself. So you find the reflex point, you're working and you're going right deep and you're rolling back. Remember with the thumb walking, the key to the thumb walking is don't come right out. So as you push down and then you come slightly back to move forward, don't come right off the point. Just keep the pressure on it, the constant pressure on it the whole time. And come back. And you can go right from the base of the toe all the way up the toe, nice and slowly. All the way up. So you get quite deep inside the reflex points. Cool, you can do that on all the toes. Right from the base right to the top. And then of course is the beak method, which you're using the tip of your finger. So you use the tip of your finger supported by your thumb, and that one goes down. So these are good for the points, the reflexology points on the top of the toes. And you push it in, and then relax. Push in. So you're doing the press and release method where you push in and then slowly move. Or sometimes it's called the hook and back up method where you push in and then release. Push in and release. And you can feel the little blockages in there, the pieces that are sticking up there. You can feel circulation things inside there. Little hard pieces that are inside the toes. And you can work on those to break them up, help to release the pressure off them, help the circulation. Cool, you can do around all the toes, eh? So these are the two methods quite often you use for the different toes, the thumb walking. The other method you use for more deep penetration to the toe is do the finger walking, where the finger goes down and it comes back and then goes forward. Same thing with this one, is don't take the pressure off. So when you push down with your finger and you come back, just come back slightly and then press down. So you keep pressure on it the whole time. You don't want to let the pressure right off and just release the toe, the finger. It's different to the press and release where you actually release the pressor. This when you're doing finger walking, you don't do that. You come down, keep the pressure on and move slightly forward. Good. And you can go down to all the toes and do finger walking as well. You not only do it down the metatarsals itself, but you can also do it down through the gaps between the bones, all the way through the webs of the foot as well. Well, one of the other methods you can do to help the toes relax is do the toe rotation. Remember, you've got to support the toe. You grab it right down the base of the toe, turn it one way, and turn it the other way. Yeah. Cool. Turn. When you just use the fingers and the thumb with the smaller toes. Good. So just know when you're doing the toe region, then if you want to get into the detail of the points or the detailed reflexology points, the thumb walking is one of the better ways to get into them, into the deep. You can do the finger walking when you're going down the side, so you can do the finger walking right down the sides of the toes, down the sides. And the thumb walking up the back. So usually you can do both those methods to get right in deep penetration into the different points. So that's the toe region.